Today we're going to do a quick review of classifying triangles. Now if you remember, you can classify triangles both by angles and sides, and we're going to look at both. So first, if we want to classify it by the angles, an acute triangle has all acute angles. So for instance, it could be 50, 60, and 70. Okay, those are all acute angles, so that would be an acute triangle. Just a reminder, all the angles of a triangle have to add up to be 180 degrees. If we have an obtuse triangle, that means we have one obtuse angle and only one. So this could be, let's say 130, this could be 20, and this could be 30. Okay, so we have one obtuse angle right here. That makes it an obtuse triangle. Then if we have a right triangle, then we have one right angle. Okay, it doesn't matter really what the other ones are. As long as we have one right angle, it's a right triangle. Again, though, we could have, I don't know, 60 and 30. Okay. We can also classify by the sides. So if we have all three sides are congruent, it's called an equilateral. Equilateral. Lateral means side, so equa is like equal, so equal sides. So 3 congruent sides is equilateral. 2 congruent sides is isosceles. And if you have no congruent sides, that's scalene. All right, so we're going to look at 4 examples. On the first one here, I notice I have a 60, 60, and 60 degree angle. So those are all acute. So I have an acute triangle, and I have 3 congruent sides, which means it's equilateral. So I'm classifying it both by the angles and by the sides. On number 2, I do have a right angle, which means I have a right triangle. And the 3 sides are not marked. Sometimes they'll do something like this. They'll put 3 tick marks. Okay, if I have a 1 tick mark, a 2 tick mark, and a 3 tick mark, that means they're all different lengths. So this means that they would be scalene. So this is a right scalene triangle. Okay, on number 3 here, if I look at my angles, I do have an obtuse angle here, so I know it's going to be obtuse. Then if I look at my side lengths, I have 3 different values, so that is going to be scalene. Okay, on the last one, if I look at my 3 angles, they are all acute, so this is an acute triangle. And I have 2 sides that are marked as being congruent, which means it's isosceles. So every time you classify, you should have 2 answers, 2 parts, one for the angles and one for the sides.